యూపీ గ్లోబల్ ఇన్వెస్టర్ సమ్మిట్లో భాగంగా యూపీ ఫైనాన్స్ మినిస్టర్ సురేష్ ఖన్నా అమెరికాలో పర్యటించారు. విదేశీ పెట్టుబడులకు సంబంధించి అక్కడ పలు కంపెనీలతో ఒప్పందాలు చేసుకున్నారు. ఫాల్కనెక్స్, బ్లూమ్ ఎనర్జీ కంపెనీలతో ఎంయూలు కుదుర్చుకున్నారు. విదేశీ పరిశ్రమల ఏర్పాటుకు సంబంధించి అనుమతులిచ్చే అంశంలో యూపీ ప్రభుత్వం పారదర్శకంగానూ వేగంగానూ వ్యవహరిస్తుందని సురేష్ ఖన్నా చెప్పుకొచ్చారు. యూపీ అభివృద్ధిలో ఎన్ఆర్ఐల పాత్ర కూడా ఉండడం సంతోషంగా ఉందని కాంక్షించారు. ఈ సమావేశంలో శాన్ ఫ్రాన్సిస్కో ఇండియన్ కౌన్సిల్ జనరల్ टीवी नागेंद्र प्रसाद तो पाटू पलवुरु एनआरआईलु पाल्गొన్నారు.
साइबर क्राइम इतना बढ़ चुका है, इतने फेक ईपीओस आ चुके हैं जो स्पेशली एनआरआईज, इंडियंस, नॉन रेजिडेंट इंडियंस जो अमेरिका में रहते हैं या दूसरे देशों में रहते हैं, उनको ब्लैकमेल करते हैं. तो उनके लिए एनीथिंग, एनी लॉ और एनीथिंग और एनी व्हाट यू कॉल,
जहां कहीं भी बात की है तो जीरो टॉलरेंस टुवर्ड्स क्राइम की बात है. नंबर 1. नंबर 2, जितने भी क्राइम इस प्रकार के होते दिखे, हमने सभी कमिश्नरीज में साइबर थाने बना लिए हर स्थान के ऊपर, और हर थाने में, हर जिले में इसकी रिपोर्ट दर्ज करने का और इस पर तत्काल संज्ञान लेकर कार्यवाही करने का भी व्यवस्था कर दी. इसमें मेरे पास इस समय डाटा नहीं है, लेकिन 83% लोगों को इसमें हमने सजा दी है. जितने भी इस प्रकार के केसेस आए हैं उनको पनिश किया गया. तो इस प्रकार के क्राइम को पूरी तरीके से सरकार गंभीरता से लेती है, उस पर तत्काल एक्शन करती है. क्राइम इस प्रकार के होते दिखे, हमने सभी कमिश्नरीज में साइबर थाने बना दिए हर स्थान के ऊपर, और हर थाने में, हर जिले में इसकी रिपोर्ट दर्ज करने का और इस पर तत्काल संज्ञान लेकर कार्यवाही करने का भी व्यवस्था कर दी. इसमें मेरे पास इस समय डाटा नहीं है, लेकिन 83% लोगों को इस पे हमने सजा दी है. जितने भी इस प्रकार के केसेस आए हैं उनको पनिश किया गया. तो इस प्रकार के क्राइम को पूरी तरीके से सरकार गंभीरता से लेती है, उसमें तत्काल एक्शन करती है, और जिस लेवल का क्राइम होता है उसी के अनुरूप उसको सजा दी जाती है. सबसे ज्यादा 83% अपने आप में सजा का इस पर.
This is actually not a UP issue, this is a global issue. FBI works very closely with UP police and Delhi police. And in fact, from everything that we know, their track record, every time they've approached UP police and Delhi police with some amount of evidence, both the police forces have acted quite swiftly. But again, this is not a UP issue. This is a global issue.
yeah, but most of the calls are from UP. That's the thing. I can.
Someone is saying it. That doesn't mean it is true. You should understand that. That's just.
No, I've been getting the calls myself. I am a victim here.
Correct. You see, you're
Yeah.
among 100 people over here. Nobody else is saying.
Yeah, because there are not 100 women here. There are not 100 women here.
मुझे बहुत खुशी है इस बात की कि आप लोगों ने इसमें आज यहाँ पर आकर इसमें रुचि लेने का काम किया. हम लोग 8 तारीख को निकले थे, लंदन और न्यूयॉर्क होते हुए यहाँ पर आए हैं. आप लोगों से प्रातःकाल से मिलकर इस बात की खुशी भी हुई, बहुत पॉजिटिव रिस्पांस भी मिला. कई लोगों ने MOU भी साइन किए आज. और मैं फिर से इस बात को दोहराता हूँ कि सबसे उपयुक्त एटमॉस्फेयर उत्तर प्रदेश में है इन्वेस्ट करने के लिए, और हर प्रकार का फैसिलिटेशन आपको मिल सकता है. उसमें किसी की कोई इसमें दो राय नहीं. एक बात मैं विशेष रूप से कहना चाहता हूँ, जितने भारतीय मूल के लोग उनको ये अच्छी तरह से समझ लेना चाहिए कि भारत कभी को सोने की चिड़िया कहा जाता था. हमने दुनिया को बहुत कुछ दिया है. अर्थशास्त्र जो कि आज भी 50% से ज्यादा प्रासंगिक है, आचार्य चाणक्य ने दिया आज से 2500 साल पहले. पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम तो दिया, लेकिन अर्थशास्त्र हमने दिया, चाणक्य ने दिया. आयुर्वेद हमारी देन है, भारतीयों की देन है. योग हमारी विधा है, हमने दिया, पतंजलि ने दिया। पतंजलि कौन थे? भारतीय थे। ग्रामर व्याकरण किसने दिए? पांडिनी ने दिए, भारतीय ने दिए। आज विश्व अहिंसा दिवस हम मनाते हैं गांधी जी के जन्मदिन पर। गांधी जी 2 अक्टूबर 69 में पैदा हुए थे और 2007 में यूएनओ ने एक प्रस्ताव पास करके विश्व अहिंसा दिवस उनके जन्मदिन पर मनाने का निश्चय किया। गांधी जी सत्य और अहिंसा के एक बहुत बड़े एम्बेसडर थे और उन्होंने पूरी दुनिया को ये फिलॉसफी दी है। कहने का तात्पर्य यह है कि हमारा एक शानदार इतिहास रहा है और आप लोगों को एक शानदार विरासत मिली। हमारी ये कल्पना में है वसुधैव कुटुंबकम की पूरा विश्व एक परिवार मानते हैं और ये हमारे रूट्स में है। जो लोग पुराने यहाँ पर बैठे हैं, जो सीनियर सिटीजन, वो अच्छी तरह जानते हैं कि भारतीय परंपरा क्या रही। जब एक गांव में एक व्यक्ति जब दूल्हा बनता था तो पूरे गांव से आशीर्वाद लेके चलता था, चाहे वो मुल्ला हो, मौलवी हो, पंडित हो, जो भी बुजुर्ग होते थे सभी से। एक गांव में एक कन्या की शादी होती थी तो पूरा गांव रोता था। जब कन्या की विदा होती थी तो पूरे गांव की आंखें नम होती थी। और गांव में जब एक व्यक्ति की मौत होती थी तो पूरे गांव में चूल्हा नहीं जलता था जब तक उसकी अंतिम संस्कार नहीं हो जाता। ये परंपराएं नहीं है हमारी, ये हमारी रूट्स में है और हम समझते हैं कि इसका सम्मान जरूर होना चाहिए। दुनिया में एक दूसरे के सहयोग से, एक दूसरे के कोऑपरेशन से हम आगे बढ़ते हैं।
Good evening to everyone. Honorable Minister of Finance from Uttar Pradesh, Honorable Siddharth Nath Ji, Member of Legislative Assembly, Mr. Arvind Kumar, the Additional Chief Secretary of UP, in charge of Industries and Investments, Mr. Avasthi, Senior Advisor to Honorable Chief Minister of UP, and Mr. Amit Singh, Secretary to Honorable Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Shri Yogi Adityanath Ji, and US ISPF Gaurav Verma. So we are all seated on the stage today. They are all here to have this particular, not only this roadshow, but they have been interacting with various stakeholders here to attract investments into India. And if someone is expanding their industry or business into India, UP, the destination, I just heard during their presentations that people who heard several presentations from several states, they say the UP presentation really has more advantageous to investors, etc., which is a good indication from the investors. Silicon Valley is so vibrant, and not only the people who are seated here will invest, but they can guide and then they can encourage people around us. It's a very rich location, and then we are looking forward for more and more investments into UP. The delegation is very happy to have you all here and look forward to your encouragement and then investments into UP. So sectors like IT, semiconductors, healthcare, textiles, you name any sector, there are separate pharmaceuticals, there are separate incentive policies which have been drafted and then they are being distributed here. Really, this evening is, although I represent India today, I'm from UP, I can say. So it's UP, and then we are all promoting investments into UP. There is an event in February 10th to 12th, the Global Investors Summit. You are all invited to that. As such, you all know that India is growing economically. Not only that, the several geopolitical equations of the time are in favor of India to become not only a service industry hub but also a manufacturing hub. You all know that iPhone designed in California is being manufactured from Chennai. So iPhone 14, I think about 20 or 25% of phones come from Chennai. So that is the capability. We started to realize the potential. So that is where UP comes. UP is the largest state, and then with so many incentives for industries, I think it provides much opportunities. I request, I should not be speaking much more on UP here. There are the experts and then who have drafted policies are here, and we can hear from them. Once again, I welcome the delegation from UP to Silicon Valley and thank them for their time taken to whole day they have been.
We intend to seek investments, and that is why we are here. And to that extent, we decided to go out and tell the world as to what is the transformation taking place in UP. And when we were deciding on the destinations which we want to visit, San Francisco came as an obvious choice to us because this is a city where innovators are located, this is where the wealth creators are there, and therefore we could not resist but coming to this place, because we know that without knowledge, without the kind of ecosystem which you have created and without your guidance, it will be a difficult task to achieve, and therefore we are here to seek your cooperation on this entire thing. I'd just like to take a few minutes to tell you about the details of our initiative. I'd like to start first with the Honorable Prime Minister's statement. This was made when we were doing a groundbreaking ceremony in June 2022, and when he appreciated the efforts which have been put in by Uttar Pradesh in enhancing the infrastructure of Uttar Pradesh and in creating an environment for investments, and he realized that today UP has become a favorite place for investments. So this is, he has done our morale boosting, and we are therefore taking the campaign forward, which is indigenization to take place and UP to become a manufacturing hub, along with India becoming a global manufacturing hub.
I'd like to just share with you the journey of the state as it has transformed itself in about 5 years and 8 months, and what it is that drives us to stand here before you, solicit your presence, and what makes us look forward to a very, very exciting future ahead. I'll just take you back to some 5 years back when the new government took over. It was not exactly the UP which it is today. There were a lot of problems in a variety of areas which the government had it on its hand. The two ministers at that point of time who were sitting here were a part of that solution. And slowly but surely the state, with a strong will and resolve, steered itself out of the trouble. And in a very short span of time, the state, which was categorized as one unsafe, one not attractive to investment, changed itself. And if you look at UP today, it's probably one of the safest states within law and order that is exemplary, that treats people, all of them, on merit, and which has such strong emphasis on the security and safety of women.
I am going to speak on a very different level, and what I would like to say right away is, we have a tagline in our UP tourism, which was of course released by our Chief Minister. It was proposed by one of the greatest people in the advertising sector in India, Prasun Joshi. UP नहीं देखा तो इंडिया नहीं देखा. And मैं ये कह सकता हूँ, I can say this with certainty, having known our Chief Minister since 2002 when I was the collector there in Gorakhpur, and for the last 5 or 6 years that we have worked very closely with him on a minute-to-minute and an hour-to-hour basis, that we have a Chief Minister in Uttar Pradesh who has a vision of the eagle right up in the air. And I can say this for sure, when we went to Kumbh, as Amit has just now stated, where more than 25 crore, 250 million people came, not a single incident at all. It went off like a machine. We said that, we said that we would like to announce a big project at the Kumbh.
Very shortly, you will see a powerful video. You will hear the raw data about why UP, and you'll hear some passionate speeches. But before we do that, I'd like to share with you USISPF's experience with Uttar Pradesh. My name is Gaurav Verma. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of the US-India Strategic Partnership Forum based out of New York. So every year our board travels to India. Typically this is a 2-day trip. Happens a week, 10 days before Diwali. This year it was October 18th and 19th. And our board decided that this time they would like to go outside of Delhi. And they would like to meet Mr. Yogi Adityanath in Lucknow. So I said, okay. We typically put in a request letter. And as many of you know, when you put in a request letter to any department in the government of India, machinery or state government, it takes a while before you get a response. This time our experience was different. So we followed up after 3-4 days. We were told, we've received your request. Can you give us some additional information? Okay. We supplied the additional information. We followed up again. Next time the response was, it's under active consideration.